All right. Welcome, welcome to my second cast of inhouse. We have a lot of people on tonight, so I'll be saying this one out. I just played two games. I lost both. Very sad. Ember Spirit was played in both games. He's gonna get banned this game. Very strong hero at the moment. About 53, 54% win rate in the highest skill lobbies. So pretty solid value ban there against Drew. He's been playing a lot of the hero. He messes up the skill build quite often, but it doesn't matter. So, meanwhile, they're gonna ban the Venge, Derek, as well as Mason, as well as I think maybe Luke sometimes have played this. It's a pretty strong hero right now, very flexible. Barrier's been having a lot of impact as well since that was added. Also have a Primal ban, pretty standard against Carl. Brew ban, pretty standard against Drew. Just some targeted hero bans going on here. Honestly, yeah, I don't care too much about these bans right now. This is Captain's mode, so there's like a lot of heroes available, so it's not like people will be banned out completely, like is sometimes the case in draft. So just getting people off comfort mostly is what's gonna happen here. Or the strong heroes. I wonder if we're gonna see a Meepo this game actually, if they don't ban it on Dire, if they forget. I think Drew might pull it out this game. Interestingly enough, they do have three extremely leaning support players, like Ruda, Quincy, and Brian are all supports in my eyes. I haven't really seen them play cores and like succeed completely at it. Just lack of practice type thing, lack of experience. Brian has dabbled in the middle lane, I know, and done all right. I don't know what he plays in league, but he's definitely has some core experience or core equivalent, I would assume. Meanwhile, in the Dire, we have Luke, JD, Derek, Carl, and Mason. Um, it's a lot of flexible heroes on this team, I would say, or players, flexible players. So it's kind of hard to target ban them. Like, these are all good heroes for them, but they're definitely going to get what they want regardless. And one more ban for Dire here. Will they ban the Meepo? So I would not be surprised if they pick it very early on Radiant, or if they just think, okay, they forgot about it, so they can pick it later. We will see. Alright, they banned the Magnus, which is Ian's good hero. And they picked the Wyvern first. So this slightly dissuades the Meepo, like it is a counter, one of the harder counters. I'm sure you can play around it, especially with all the new tools Meepo has. But I would not be surprised if this is too annoying to pick the Meepo into outright. Or if he does pick it, he might quickly regret it in the game. Alright, Prophet. Quincy's been kind of flavor of the month in this one right now. Uh, it's like the newest support he's decided to pick up, I think. Has a lot of impact with split pushing and just being able to help all the lanes early. Trades really well as too, and so just can't really go wrong with this hero. Picking it early, it's not gonna get. It's not something you want to like pick to counter specifically as Dire. All right, Disruptor comes out. Ruda as well as Brian have all played that hero. I think I've had Quincy play it too, maybe. It has a very high win rate still. Might be 100%. And just a safe ban. couple more bans here. Oh, I think this is the last ban until... Okay. They get one more, and then they get to pick a bunch of heroes. Nyx comes out. Ian is a very good, strong Nyx player. Although in this game, I think he's going to end up playing... Well, I guess he'll play off lane, and then they'll probably put Brian mid, if I had to guess. Do you remember there was one game a long time ago where we had like a Brian versus Ruda mid showdown? Just to mix it up a bit. And Brian did come out on top, so for now he is the king of the mids between Brian and Ruda. AM ban. JD, I think, has played this 2 games in a row now. No, he played Naga and then AM, but he's played an AM game recently as well. That went quite well for him, so he's been having a lot of success with the hero. It's just really hard to to kill it when you are not super coordinated. And he's been having a lot of success like coming back from bad lanes with it too, which I think is pretty impressive. So definitely an annoying hero to let through. So good ban. Prophet support doesn't really do a lot to catch him either. Like you can kind of be annoying by like TPing on him and like setting up sneaky wards to catch him. But I don't know if Quincy has enough experience to like go about that successfully. Alright, here comes the Lion. Been very popular tonight as well. I'm not too impressed by this hero, but I think it has a pretty good win rate and it has a lot of it's been given a lot of utility recently with like Lion or Mana Drain doing damage, and then he has like a bunch of good talents that are pretty nice. The shard is pretty decent as well. You can do the Reddit build and be funny. So just a safe support pick. And here comes Tusk. Alright, Mason is probably playing this hero. He's been practicing it quite a bit recently, in the middle lane specifically. I don't know if they're going to play it mid this game though. It might just be support. For now, it's a good flex for them, I suppose.
5 seconds remain.
That's 2 pretty squishy backline supports. Okay, here comes Warlock. Looks pretty successful with this hero as a 5. Nothing really jumps out to me about it like being a super good Warlock game, but if you're a good Warlock player, it doesn't really matter too much, I suppose. Like these are 2 backline guys who they're not really super vulnerable to the bonds, and they don't have a lot of HP either to make it do a lot of damage, but they will take a lot from like a tanky guy like this Wraith King. Okay, so this is interesting because I think that means Brian is playing carry Wraith King in this game. Okay, they might be doing something really weird here with like some Ian offlane Lena. I have no idea, honestly. This player combo is very unique to me. Like I haven't seen this in a very long time, so I'm not sure how they're gonna set it up exactly. Although this is probably Quincy, this is probably Ruda. So Brian is either playing Lena or Wraith King, and I would lean towards Wraith King because I don't think Drew or Ian would ask for that hero, and they're probably just like, okay, let's give you an easy carry to play. Yeah, they're just going for like, we're gonna win late game. Like JD's had a lot of success with these like super hard carries that scale very well, because he's pretty good at recovering from like their weak lanes and just extending the game just long enough where he'll be able to out carry whatever the enemy team picks. And so I think he matches up pretty well against Wraith King. I mean, he has to like buy Radiance on Wraith King for sure, and he can definitely get like a timing going with the skeletons and the push. But it's gonna be pretty hard to like connect with that in this game. Into like a Warlock and a Wyvern just sitting behind towers and being annoying. So overall, I'm liking Dyer's draft a lot right now, I think. Yeah, so I'm not sure still if this Tusk is going to be... I guess the 4 Tusk with the Wyvern makes a lot of sense. Like, it's a pretty solid lane. And they're probably just going to let Derek mid, so that's why the Storm ban comes out. And then what other heroes could they ban? Like maybe a Zeus. Somebody is leaving the game. IOD. Not sure how good of an ODA game it would be. I mean, he just likes the hero.
Dyer's turn to pick. Radiant's turn to pick.
And they go for the puck here. Not sure how I feel about that pick. It's pretty rough puck game, honestly. Like, this lion is very scary. And I think you lose lane to Lina pretty hard.
10 seconds.
Like, their other 4 heroes are so solid, it probably doesn't matter.
5
But this puck could have a rough game. And they're going to last pick the tiny mid. Alright, it is the offlane Lina then, like I mentioned. A possibility of some weird shit coming out. And Ruda is on the Wraith King. I did not know Ruda played Wraith King actually, but Ruda carry does make a little sense. Does have the drip, so plus 1 point for that. And about as expected for these heroes, like who's playing what on the Dire. So okay, so the Tiny Puck, very interesting one. Like Tiny is pretty favored, I believe. These are both like off meta mid heroes though. Puck is slightly more meta, I believe. But has some troubles with like the tree smacking him in lane, and then the combos are pretty scary as well because you're low health total mid. So and we also have this offlane Lina. So this is a classic that Ian used to play all the time, like right before carry Lina became meta, like a year ago, super hard. And then as soon as it became meta, he stopped playing it because he's too hipster. His build was typically like a Midas into bots into Shadowblade. So we'll see if he goes back to that in this game. You might want like a Maelstrom this game into the PL though. Be a pretty good Gleipnir or Mjolnir game. Also mixed damage against Wyvern is always good. He's gonna start. Why is everything dark? Okay. So Lina is calling out smoke play here. Yeah, so they're gonna smoke up early on Radiant, really making it happen here. And let's look at Dire. They're kind of walking into this, so we're gonna have a clash, I would suppose. Ruda is leading with the stun. Alright, who's gonna swap out in front with the Avalanche? Probably let Lan go first. Okay. They finally have their positioning here, and they're gonna walk into Dire. Let's see how they react to this. They're coming around. Actually, yep. Alright, they're gonna pop on the Observer, and here is Tusk just throwing the Blood Grenade, and he's gonna eat all the stuns and die instantly. Alright. This is a PSA to all in-house players. If you're playing 4 or 5 and you have a Blood Grenade, and you see like 5 opponents come up, do not waste your Blood Grenade to try to prevent the first blood. It's not worth. You're not going to prevent it anyways, and also you like lose all that health, making it easier for you to die. Basically, it's not a defensive item. Use your Blood Grenade to get kills. Alright, PSA over. We got another fight though, potentially. Stun is connecting onto Warlock. Wraith King stun as well. Big bonds onto like 5 heroes. And the Wyvern Arctic Burn is going to do quite a bit to them. But they'll be fine. They got their 2 kills. They're at a 1k lead already. It's just under 1. And First Blood. Okay, Drew got 2 kills. And he has Bottle coming, I think. If I could just move my mouse over. Yeah, he has Bottle on first wave. So let's see how this pans out here. Let's get the last hits going. He's probably just going to deny with his tree for now. But as this lane develops, Puck is going to start getting very low health. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. Okay, 1 CS on the first wave. So the problem with this lane as well is Tiny does 72 damage and Puck does 53. So you just have to CS with spells like the orb there. But Tiny can just stand here and deny everything as well. So yeah, he has to keep clicking him. This is a 0 armor hero. And so the clicks can eventually... Alright, Warlock is dying, by the way. This top lane is going very well already. This is the Ian, Lina, offlane... Ian, offlane, Lina, diff. Yep. He did start with both the nukes here, so not going to have that early level in the passive. For advanced attack speed. And Warlock is kind of just being useless in the trees right now. He did start Bassi, which is like... This has been a thing recently. I think it's pretty greedy though. I don't know how I feel about it. Meanwhile, mid. Like is getting... redacted. He's gonna eat another Ava here maybe. If he goes for that. Oh. If he does it right now, he'll make the creep too low, so he doesn't want to. Like the range creep will get denied. But he will press another one soon. Probably. Alright, it's a little sloppy here. Alright, Warlock did buy some tangos, so he's getting back up there. You know, Wraith King has gone low now. They used their spell combo. This observing, why isn't it very good to me? Like, how do I just want to leave like player POV. I just want to toggle all the fog, but oh well. Oof. So he took the avalanche with like 4 creeps hanging him there, which really hurts. Up top, we do have a go from the Warlock PL lane. Gonna get Ellis aid. This boss is gonna hurt a lot though. I would like to see Quincy utilize his HP here. Yep, there he goes. He is just gonna... Oh my god. Almost died. Lotus stick, not quite enough. He will go down, but Ian's gonna get the trade here potentially. One more hit. Oh, the nuke. Barely did not kill him. Might have missed. You will have a salve though. Very well done. So when you know there's like an engagement coming, you want to buy salve in advance and then just have it when the fight ends. You use on mid a lot too, where if you know you're gonna like do some massive HP exchange with your opponent, you can just have a salve ready for after that, and then you have lane control. He is 19 and 10 on Tiny here, which is a little scary. There is a lot on the Tiny and the Lina in this game though. No offense to Ruda, but this is not a great Wraith King game, I think. So it's going to be really hard to carry this from the Wraith King. Alright, another poke onto the Prophet, who is just going to stand his ground and flick back. So this PL is not having a good time. 6 and 2 right now. I did not notice how poorly this is going. Radiant is actually kind of owning these lanes right now. Look at all these denies. Can their draft do well despite its flaws though? Alright, Ian is going straight Midas by the way, and he has 2... So here's what I don't like, okay? So he's buying Midas, right? Which is like, whatever, it's Ian, he's gonna buy Midas. But what does this item give you, right? It gives you attack speed, gold, and experience. And so, I promise he has 2 points in both of his spells right now, when he has no mana item. So he's never gonna have mana to cast both of these spells all the time. Brian goes down in the bottom lane, by the way. And so if he was like going more points in passive here, then he would be able to get like more out of his skill points basically, because these skill points aren't going to be doing anything for him most of the time. He needs to like have 3-1-1 basically, that's what I'm saying. Or 1-3-1. Or even 1-1-3, you know? Like if you're going to stand and click, that's a lot stronger I think than having like 2 nukes before you're out of mana, right? If you was like buying arcane boots, then sure, you can max both your spells. But with just straight Midas, you're not going to have the mana for that. Alright, in the mid, we have the first Ruin coming, and well played by Derek, he will be getting it. with the orb play there. But I think Drew wants to kill him. He does have a Prophet potentially TPing in. You know, I think this is one of those games too where Prophet could have TP'd mid pretty early and honestly killed. Fuck. Like Quincy's been playing this hero quite a bit recently. But in the games I've seen, he has not been super active early when it comes to his teleport. And so in the top bottom lane, Wraith King will go down as well. First death there. Seems like this is going pretty nicely for Baron now, despite the CS difference. Like they have a kill lead here. We have Wisdom Rune spawning, by the way. Purple was pinning it. I think Prophet might go for this. Deal. Yep, he will go for it. But Tusk is ready, so hold on by Mason, gets the rune by... Oh, he doesn't even stun him with Snowball. So now Quincy's just gonna die here, I think, with no TP, no teleport scroll, or teleport ability. Like, he might live for a while, but... Okay, yeah, Wyvern's here to clean up, so he's gonna go down pretty easily. And he has no teleport. So that's rough. That is the risk you take with doing these TP plays on Prophet. You might just die with no teleports remaining. Up top now, did buy a Clarity. Big. And bottom lane once again, another kill coming out. And here comes the curse with the skeletons. Oh no. This is the Wyvern Wraith King matchup. He has 3 points in Vampiric, and so those skeletons, which are so strong, just turn and do all their damage right into the Wraith King. He's going to go down at level 5. Alright, Drew with the Blood Grenade play, going for the rune, but he's going to be a haste by Puck. Can he get the combo damage? Oof, a little bit of a misclick there when it comes to the right clicks. I've had that happen as well where... Okay, hold up. We got a big rotation here. LSA out onto the Tusk. He will go down with the coil coming out onto 4. Avalanche barely connects actually, and Puck very low, but not going to go down, it looks like. We'll be fine. So what I was saying is, sometimes as Tiny, I've had this problem as well, where when you combo someone, you toss them. You want to right-click them, but it's really hard to click on them when they're in the air. So you just A-click the floor in front of you. And if you're... Like, there's probably a way to do it correctly, but if you do it wrong, which I do all the time, I don't really know what the right way is, you just end up, like, hitting something else that you don't want to hit, instead of the guy who's tossed right in front of you. So that's kind of what happened there. Like, I think if he was able to hit him in the air and then throw the tree, he might have had damage to kill him in the combo. But was not able to do it because of the Tusk, who took the A-click. But we do have a bit of a brawl in the top lane now. Fatal Bonds. Pretty annoying. Okay, he just bottled. Will they see that? I think PL did see that bottle. But he is kind of walking up here. Meanwhile, Carl is killing everyone bottom. He's here for revenge. He heard me talking shit about his bristleback. He's like, alright, give me the Wyvern. Let me win. And if they don't get this kill on Luke, they're extremely sad. He does have crawling, but he's not pressing it. He forgot. Uh-oh. Yeah, Ron Hotkey, it looks like he just moved it where it was. So, and meanwhile, Brian goes down mid again. This bottom lane is kind of collapsing for Radiant right now. Carl is just free farming it with the double bracer build. Seems pretty strong. And Wraith King is hitting the small camp. Alright, Tiny will get the Arcane Rune, very big. This hero does like 8 billion avalanches with Arcane, so always nice. Leona once again has no mana. Who could have seen this coming? I really wish I could do a free camera. Quite nice. Alright, let's get some PLPOV here. Going for the Ags Rush, which is pretty standard right now, I think. Pretty good item as well. Mid lane, Tiny is Arcane. I'm surprised he's not just, yep, there it is, comboing. Says, fuck you, you have to respect my damage now. And meanwhile, bottom, they get to kill on the Carl with the gank from the Lina player, as well as the Prophet and everyone. And Drew, yep. That's the Arcane Tiny right there, Arcane Tiny diff. You get that rune and you just have Avalanche like every 5 seconds or something stupid. It's 10, but you know, it feels like 5. And so Puck just eats 2 combos and dies. And they're going to take a lot of damage on their mid tower for this. Top is also getting hit, as well as bottom, so all the towers are getting smacked right now. But they're going to come defend. I think he has ulti. No, he does not have ulti on Wyvern, but he will have the damage. It seems like. Yeah, Prophet will go down. And Tusk is in this bitch right now with the punch onto Wraithking. Wraithking has no ultimate, so we'll just go down, and the Puck TP as well, connecting with the right clicks on the Lion, who does have stun, but he's going to get orbed and go down. And Tiny is also pulling up though, hits a massive avalanche onto... Oh! Alright, this is really bad now. Yeah, so he kind of got mind flooded by the gold there. He saw the bounty runes and was like, holy shit, I want the bounties. But Warlock pressed ultimate, and the rest of Dire pulled up as well. So meanwhile, Lina will just have to retreat back to mid. He is going back to his olden days. This is like Ian's like if he was a character in an anime, this would like be his domain expansion, you know. Midas spots. The only way to counter it is to buy more Midases, which we're kind of failing at right now. So I'm gonna say a pretty good chances for Radiant winning right now. Tiny very close to blink. He is just gonna continuously combo this Puck whenever he can, and Puck is just like, please, I have to go like heal a bunch now, which Warlock will help out with. Level 1 heal though. And so it's just like a bad interaction for Puck, I guess. Like he doesn't want to be where Tiny is. It's pretty annoying for him, so. Wyvern does have the Mage Slayer. Really strong. There is a smoke bottom here. We'll once you walk into it. He will. And so they're kind of not ready for him to be there though. Tusk was off to the left. So now they're going to go for it. And that is a nice shard from the Tusk player. With the damage, very easy kill. Up top though, we have a little bit of a go onto PL, who will doppel out. And the finger comes out onto the illusion. Alright, coil onto 1 now. Lion breaks that to get away, but he is going to take a lot of right clicks here. Tiny has another avalanche now though, and they just turn onto Puck. Goodbye, sir. And PL was like 2 health walking in. Oh, but the curse protects him. And this is a lot of damage coming out. Can he live? He does have a big stick. We'll have another avalanche coming out, but no, can't quite get it. And Ruda is in a lot of trouble now too. We'll have the ultimate ability, but this upheaval... Okay. I don't know if that was a TP or not. But it's going to be a reset here from Radiant. Ian says, I see creeps bottom. I have bots. I will be leaving. Prophet did TP in top though, and so he's in trouble now as well. Tries with the Sprout, but they have lots of Flame Blades. And this is a big chase potentially up the cliff. And they will just kill Prophet pretty easily. Carl's having a really good game. He's 8-1 right now. But Drew shows up with the Blink Dagger, gets the trade at least on the Luke, and so it's not all lost yet for Radiant. This Wyvern is going to be a problem though. He gets the early Force Staff this game. Not sure how important that is. I like the Pike more. Like, you don't really need the Force Staff if you're close enough with a, I mean the Hurricane, not the Hurricane Pike, the Dragonlance. Alright, little coil play out onto Brian there, takes him out. Drew is running top, looking for, yo, but he's standing on a ward, which is his. Okay. But PL will just skate to bottom. Gonna avoid that pretty easily. Hello, Rush. Warlock King of the Glimmer Cape. Tiny is on the hunt once again. Will he find his Warlock player? In the trees here. Not doing any spells though, so it's kind of hard to find him. He will just go for the gate through, but Luke's gonna walk up. Luke's gonna gate, and Drew's gonna hear it. Oh wait. Yep, Drew hears this. Alright, hello. Little shadow. Yep, okay, he's dead. Meanwhile, though, Lena's a little deep right now, and this looks really bad for Dire or Radiant once again. They're just gonna lose 2 instantly, and Drew is looking to maybe finish off the Tusk. He will go for it. Nice. Wow. That was a nice tiny play there. Just gets in, gets out. Doesn't overcommit for anything. And Puck also died in mid, meanwhile. I think he got fingered, maybe? No. He just died to, like, Lena and stuff. Yeah. The bottom, they're going again. The combo almost kills PL. There is a curse turn though, but this is when they get close to you. All right, Force Staff paying off already. Nice.
Dire shall look to their top tower.
Here they come though. Everyone's really close to him right now. And the PL Ags has arrived though, and Brian is just dying to illusions. Uh-oh. So Radiant will have to back up here. They did pull up as 5. Big rotation. And mid is going to get smacked a lot by this Puck. And Puck is going to get aggro on this actually, which is a little bold. Yeah. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I think he's fine if he just presses his Blink Dagger. Okay, he didn't though. Oh, okay. Alright. So, I don't think... Okay, and here goes Lion as well. Everyone's getting smacked. So, I don't think either mid player had to die there, to be honest. But we did have some crazy plays, outplays on both sides coming out. Meanwhile, PL on his way to defusal. And we've got an Echo Saber queued up for Tiny, pretty standard. So I really think this Wyvern hero thrives once you get to the Dragon Lance and the Axe. Those are like the 2 items you really need after Mage Slayer, if you can get away with it. So I don't know if he's thinking like, yeah, I can't play this game safely without the Force Staff, but if you could delay it a little bit longer to get the Dragonlance Ags, I think this hero is insanely strong. This is a little bold on this wave here. You will just get walked out here. And yeah, your Force Staff's not going to do much, I believe. Okay. So maybe walking on top of the creeps to kill them is not the maneuver. Maybe instead killing them from like over here or something would be better, but you'll pay the price. Meanwhile, bottom though, Tiny's in trouble. He will attempt a TP here. Is he gonna make it? Yes, he will. Wow. Just barely gets out. PL not quite yet to the defusal item, which would do a lot there. And Puck is looking for a little kill on the Lion. He will break the coil and get orbed, and he can't dodge it. Oh no. I thought League players were supposed to be good at dodging skill shots, but not today. And Prophet's kind of like, uh-oh. Big avalanche coming out though, with the Prophet ulti, but I don't think Drew has any backup coming. He is completely alone. And so they will just back up on Dire for now. He's kind of looking still, but it's kind of hard to go. Lena is on that grind with the lens and the axe, so he has evolved a little bit. He used to go like Shadow Blade and stuff and like try to kill people with crits. And now he will go for the Acronym Scepter with Zap one-hit build, which is my favorite. It's pretty funny. And so they have a lot of burst on the Radiant team. Like the Tiny plus Lena burst is quite significant. And Ruta is working towards her Radiance now after the armlet. So it's going to be a pretty slow Radiance here, all things considered. But let's pull up the... I don't know why I don't have net worth up. My bad. Lena's doing quite well as the Midas effect. Midas bots. And then we got all the Dire cores here. And then Wraith King and Tiny up the rear here. So this is the Tiny despair right now when you're just like not getting enough kills and you can't farm. So they both respect each other here. They both think that they have to be afraid. And Lion is farming on a ward again or something.
That's for your impertinence.
Yeah, this ward killed him again. A nice word from Mason. And unlucky for Lion. Yeah, quite rude. Let's see win for the Orchid, by the way. Don't know how I feel about this one.
The seeds of fortune.
Like, I don't think they have really a lockdown problem, you know? They have a Lion, they have the Tiny, they have the LSA, they have the Wraith Fire Blast. So, Seems like a little bit too much on like that single target focus direction. He's gonna go for the orchid play though, so I guess this is... Oh, he got it off. Yep, just barely. So, alright. As soon as I mention I don't like an item, it pays off instantly in this game. So, you know, I really don't like this diffusal item. I think it's a little weird on PL.
Top tower is under attack. Radiant's
No?
bottom
Okay.
tower is under attack.
Let's have the pike on the wyvern now. So, basically the same idea. I was talking about the Dragonlance into the Ags. Very strong. Lion is painting something. Okay, he will get the word. Nicely done. Meanwhile, though, PL looking at this Buffett. Not going to go for him, though. Will they go for PL? Tiny is here with the DD, and he's getting wrapped on really hard right now. Yeah, he was microing his illusions to kill for Lion, and DD Tiny in your face. Surprise. Wow, they actually got that kill. Okay. The toss finishes him off. He cannot get away. There is a coil though with a golem. But here comes Lena on the side. Trying to protect Drew. Nice dodge from the LSA. And Puck is kind of owning right now. As he's going to go into this fight. He's going to get comboed if he... Okay, he doesn't Orban. Very nice. And here comes Tusk to finish off the Lena. Very well played fight so far from the Dire. As they're kind of kiting it out perfectly. One more combo onto Mason. Just barely lives. But here comes the finger from Brian. Nicely done to finish him off. It'll be a 2-for-2 trade so far. One more impale onto the floor, but Wyvern has appeared now, which is going to be too much for them to handle. And, ooh, Ruta cancels TP there. Okay. Probably would have died twice. But because of that mistake, like TPing too soon, now they cannot defend this tower. I guess they couldn't really either way. So they will just lose their tower. And now Ruta has no TP up here, so... JD maybe could have chased him down. Not opt to this time. And he's gonna walk out of base here with the Echo Saber complete. I think he had that last fight. As well as on the way to the Shadow Blade. Warlock is going for the Eon. Does not want to get comboed anymore by either of these heroes. Like, they have so many scary burst heroes on Radiant here. I want to see... okay, there's a big fight coming. Combo onto the Warlock with the Orchid Silence. And here comes Lena, but not quite. And oof, if he actually Prophet ulted like right on top of the Tusk there, he could have canceled his blink. And that is an absurdly bold go in. And he will get punished for it looks like, potentially. Oh, just barely escaping. He does have Arcane Ruin here. It's going to be really hard to kill him. Tusk is in as well. Where is PL? Alright, PL's bottom, killing Prophet apparently. Alright, meanwhile mid, another curse out, making the Lion go down, and... yeah, Radiant just cannot connect right now with any of their goes, and this looks really rough now. Once their stuns miss like that, the fight just becomes really hard, because they get kited by this Puck and this Wyvern. There's like an upheaval sometimes, there's a Tusk snowball going around. And Ruta is still just like... not able to be strong yet. The Radiance is here, but there is no teleport scroll. And so, Dire's just going to push into this middle area now. And they have moved into an 8k lead now. And now Wards have really swung into their favor. It feels like this PL is going to keep scaling. And it's going to be hard to deal with. Puck has turned around his game as well. It felt really rough in the lane like that. It's not a good matchup, obviously, so... no faults there, but... it's really impressive to turn this game like that. And Wraithkin will also go down to the curse once again, I believe. Not even. Okay, just got right-clicked, I guess. Did not pop the ult at least though, which is good. because it would be very long cooldown. And up top, Luke is in a lot of trouble, but he's living. Okay, Dragon Slave will finish him off. Tiny's middle, and Lena is running. Prophet will be the one going down here. And this is yeah. So
Your last move.
Drew and Ian are just gonna go mode split the map now. Because I think after that last fight, they kind of realized like this isn't gonna work if we keep fighting them head on. And so they're gonna force them around the map with the Prophet and the Lena bots. And then when they separate, they'll just assassinate them on side lanes with Tiny and Lena. There is a Puck Wyvern kind of solo pushing this bottom tower. They do a lot of damage, like Wyvern does 250 almost. And so it will just go down, no contest.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's courier
Oh, Tiny's in deep right now. He does get the Mason Courier, and that avalanche is not long enough, so he will have to turn... Oh, Illusion Dodge? Nope. He does have an Igloo Rune here for Dispel. Okay, this is insane. He has to press his rune. Yeah, there he goes. Okay. Nice. Uh-oh, creeps. Oh no! Disaster! Here comes PL, he's running. And they get the snowball connection, he's gonna go down here. Lena will zap, but cannot get the kill. And meanwhile, Derek also picks off this Prophet in the middle lane. And teams are kind of collapsing. Yeah, those creeps were just ready for him. That's like the fourth member in the gank or something right there. And so Drew, despite a nice try to get out with the illusion and the blink, cannot get out in the end. And this is kind of the part where the game is hard for Tiny, because they have like this Tusk hero as a support. It was like 2,300 health. You can't really combo him. Even this Warlock isn't dying in combos anymore with the Glimmer. And Vambrace, wow. Neutral items. So like Puck is like the lowest health hero on their team, but he's not dying in one combo either. Like you need something extra. And so he has to play fights by like going in and comboing and then like shadow blading it out and then doing it again in like 12 seconds. But it doesn't really feel good. Like doesn't feel like it's gonna be enough to win this game now. We haven't seen the Wraith King impact yet though in the fights, and so maybe with the Wraith King there, it could go differently. They will be running at him though here. Scary Puck. We'll just have to kill the skeletons real quick though. And maybe I was the problem. Or maybe JD is too good. That's probably the actual answer. They are just gonna run it into the high ground here. But Drew's kind of ready. Alright, not gonna go for it. In the mid, Tusk is cleaning up the wave. And we got a little Shadow Blade play here. This is cute. Gonna try to get a toss back. You don't have a sentry word, so he's completely undetected here. Looking for the back line. Oh, he's gonna go cut the wave actually, which is probably safer. Like, I could totally see him trying to kill the backline and just getting turned on. And they actually just lose the H's here, so... Okay, this is not that great though for Radiant. Potentially. As they will lose the Wraith King ult as well as the Lion to the initial round of spells here. And the curse onto the Prophet now. He's also going to go down, and Wraith King is just running for his life. Okay, he will live though with the toggle. Oh no! This barely goes down to the Phantom Lancer Spirit Lance. And so there is no wave, which is the saving grace here for a little bit. Like the mid wave is pretty close. Right here. But yeah, so what was weird there is Drew got the wave, and so he's probably saying to his team like, okay, they literally can't push, we don't need to fight them. And his team has like this good opportunity to get the Aegis, and so they take it. But the problem is, Dire has so much chase once you commit into a fight like that, even though like they barely committed to kill that yellow the first time. It was just enough where they could commit their coil and their curse and pick up a couple kills there. So they will transition this into a push, and with the Husk going in, going to take out that the Lion with the kick, And now Drew's in a lot of trouble too. He's just getting beaten to death by this Wyvern in the back, the most annoying hero in the game right now. And yeah, I don't know what you do anymore. Risking no ultimate for 77 seconds. Okay, Puck's a little insane, but he is going to get out once again. Quick fingers from Derek. And Lena goes down again as well to the everything. I think this is going to be a game call here soon. Who's going to try to kill this Puck maybe? There it is again, the A-click thing. He A-clicks the floor and it goes for the illusions instead of the tiny. And he knows he can't get the kill unless he hits the Puck first. He needs to hit him twice and then throw the tree. But it auto-selects the illusion. So they will just call it. Game looked very hard for a while there, so after that fight middle, games kind of just fell apart. Nice try from Radiant, well played from Dire. Really impressed with the Puck play in this game after a rough lane. Carl did well as well, but he's playing Wyvern, so like, who cares, right? No, just kidding. Love you, Carl. And JD just consistent as always, so really well done from Dire. They will take this victory, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.